Leopardleer's Goodbye, Part 4. Leopardstar felt adrenaline flowing through her veins as she ran directly inside of the WindClan camp, suddenly surrounded by WindClan cats, but she wasn't afraid at all. She stood there for a moment with her head held high, knowing that eventually they would pick up on her strong scent and immediately notice her, which didn't take very long. After looking around for a few moments, she noticed that Wolfstar was simply lounging about with all of his loyal clanmates around him. Eventually, a cat known as Blitzheart turned around and noticed her. Before he could say anything, she spoke out, "Did I come at a bad time, Wolfstar?" You could hear the anger dripping from her voice, even if she didn't outwardly show it. Wolfstar's head shot around as he made eye contact with Leopardstar. A genuine look of surprise and shock on his face as he got up and walked over to her.
"Oh, well, it depends. What brings you here?"
Leopardstar wanted to tear into him right there for even having the gall to pretend he didn't know what she was here for. "Two of our cats were killed. They scented of your clan." Noticing how some of the other WindClan cats began to stand up and look at her, she quickly composed herself. "I'm not here to fight, but this is a warning." Wolfstar blinked a few times before eventually speaking up.
"Excuse me?"
Leopardstar again felt the anger rise in her. How could he be so foolish? She tried to remember what Noistar had mentioned to her, and then spoke up. "ShadowClan also speaks of you stealing their prey." Blitzheart had been quiet this whole time, but his face seemed one of genuine concern. Eventually he spoke up. "Why have you come alone?" More WindClan cats began to approach her as she took one small step backwards, realizing she really wasn't in a good position to upset anybody. "As I said, I do not wish to fight, but we are no longer friendly with WindClan."
"My warriors have remained within this territory during hunts. None of them have gone longer than an hour," Wolfstar barked.
The cat Leopardstar, assumed was deputy, spoke up again. "Our clan has done none of this. All of our members are here." He turned and gestured with his muzzle to the small group. "Perhaps your warriors scented wrong." "I know what I scented. That's all I have to say," Leopardstar finally said, before turning to leave, just when the deputy spoke up again. "Then you must be mistaken. I know these cats. We have no quarrel with you, and if you did, you wouldn't have come alone." He had a good point. Although Leopardstar didn't want to admit defeat, she simply gazed over to Wolfstar. "I will leave you to tend to your clan," she said, before walking off, out of WindClan. While she didn't look back, she could tell that Wolfstar was glaring at her. Once out of the camp, she could feel tears rolling down her eyes. That was a lot, and trying to keep it all together was hard. She knew exactly who could make her feel better, and she immediately ran over to ShadowClan. Panting as she finally approached, she spotted Noistar with Blackheart. She would be able to figure out why the ThunderClan deputy was here later, but for now, she needed to talk to Noistar. Making a beeline towards him, Blackheart actually stood up and stopped her. Leopardstar was honestly a little overwhelmed at this point, but she could make out Noistar speaking.
"Oh, there she is now."
Hello," she said, kind of to the whole group, as Noistar began to pick up on her nervousness. What's wrong, Leopardstar?" he said, just as Blackheart also stood up. "What's wrong?" I just left WindClan. I found two of my clan cats dead, and they scented of WindClan." She tried her best to keep it together as Noistar continued. Oh. And Wolfstar refuses to accept that! By this point, other ShadowClan cats had come out of the camp to hear her. She quickly quieted down. I just wanted to warn you. Some cats began to whisper about Bloodfang and wondering if they really were behind all this, before Noisestar spoke up. Well, it looks like we have a meeting to go to. He looked over at Leopardstar and gently nuzzled her cheek, as if to say don't worry, before looking around. Gather your warriors. Then meet at my den, he said before he was cut off by Little Otter, her deputy. Leopardstar! Leopardstar! Little Otter screamed as she halted to a stop right before her. What is it, Little Otter? There's rogues at camp trying to steal the kits. Leopardstar's eyes widened. Little Otter, get back. Kill any rogues you need to. I will be there right away, she said, very calmly and sternly, as her deputy nodded and darted back to camp. Quickly, Leopardstar looked over to Noisestar and the rest of the cats. I hope to see you all at the gathering. RiverClan will be there, she said, before darting off back to camp, chasing her deputy. Back at camp, she immediately noticed Echo Whisker safe inside the medicine den, which was a sigh of relief, but past her was all of her clanmates surrounding, apparently, this rogue, and she needed to get there as quick as possible. Approaching the group of cats, she realized how chaotic it was, but at least her clan could stick up for themselves while she was gone. Although she felt bad for being gone in the first place. She should have gone straight home after WindClan, but now was not the time to think about things like that. She needed to figure out what was going on. Words quickly turned to claws as the rogues refused to leave, and Leopardstar was going to make sure they knew they were not welcome here, especially if they had evil plans on stealing kits. Eventually, they both ran off. She sent a few of her warriors to follow them out, just to make sure that they made it very far away from RiverClan territory, before turning back to her own camp and slowly making her way up on the high rock. She was honestly so exhausted and slowly rolled over onto her back, letting the nice warm sun, ease her bones and such, just as Honeykit busted into camp. Honeykit looked up at her foster mom with big eyes. Leopardstar? Oh, okay. I'll just... she began, as Leopardstar quickly got up. Oh, no, yes? I missed you, Honeykit said. Leopardstar had been so busy ever since becoming a leader, but she smiled. You can come up here and nap with me if you want to. Honeykit purred. I can? Of course, she said, moving her tail to give room for Honeykit to lay. Thank you, Honeykit said as they climbed up and snuggled next to Leopardstar. Just as the two of them began to doze off, a group of her clan cats approached with Lamb, the same rogue as before. Leopardstar lifted her head. And what do I have the pleasure? She asked. There was a very long conversation, but to recap, Lamb, the rogue, wanted to join, but was a little rebellious and didn't really want to follow rules. But eventually, Leopardstar came to the conclusion that she would be very heavily watched if allowed to join, and she would have to prove herself. However, this conversation was interrupted when Colfer and Blitzheart entered into the camp. Leopardstar, he dodged a few cats, approaching the leader. I wish to speak with you. The leader nodded and simply said, my den, as she leaped off the rock and headed towards her small log den. Once both cats were comfortable, Blitzheart spoke. I speak to you on behalf of WindClan. Tomorrow night, we wish to address the concerns and rumors spread throughout both your clan and others. After a few intense moments of her staring at the deputy, she spoke. That's fine. I have been wanting a gathering soon anyways. Good luck getting ShadowClan to agree, though. It was no secret that Noistar didn't like gatherings and didn't really necessarily always go to them. Blitzheart quickly spoke up. 4 trees, then. It's settled. He dipped his head respectfully. They have already agreed, he said before leaving the camp. Leopardstar was pretty shocked, but at least this would give her a chance to see Noistar. During the next few days leading up to the gathering, Little Otter became very ill. She asked Leopardstar if she could step down as deputy to give her time to rest and just enjoy the rest of her life. Leopardstar completely agreed and wished her a fast recovery, but now she needed to have another announcement where she picked a new deputy and promoted some of her warriors. RiverClan! If you are old enough to swim, meet me for a clan meeting, she spoke upon her rock. Looking past her clanmates, she spotted 2 cats by the entrance. One, Noistar, who just calmly strolled in, and another was a strange kitty pet, but didn't seem like a threat, so she decided to continue on with what she needed to do. Looking down at Noistar, she smiled. Oh, Noistar, you may join, and we can speak after. Sure thing, he said, as he shuffled through the crowd over to her den. She couldn't help but blush as she looked back over at her clan, quickly composing herself. I will be picking a new deputy tonight, as we all wish Little Otter a speedy recovery. Colfer, do you accept the position of RiverClan deputy? The dark-coated Fluffy Molly stood up. I do, Leopardstar. Wonderful. May StarClan approve my choice. She then turned her attention to Greypaw, a small gray apprentice. Greypaw, you have trained hard, and you will now be known as Grey Pebble of RiverClan. The clan erupted with celebration as Grey Pebble nodded. She then turned to Honeykit, pride beaming on her face. Honeykit, you are now 6 moons and are ready to be an apprentice. You will train under Echo Whisker. Tomorrow night we have a gathering, so everyone rest and eat. Clan dismissed, she said, leaping off the high rock and over to Noistar, who was waiting by her den. Noistar waited until the kit was gone to speak. Well, I've been asked to a gathering at 4 Trees tomorrow night by WindClan. The she-cat nodded. I was asked the same. Thought so. She still wasn't sure what Noistar had against gatherings, but she quickly spoke up. RiverClan plans on attending. So do I, Thunder, he finally said. Oh, this shall be fun, she chuckled. Just be prepared. No fighting. But just prepare in case of anything, he said. Of course. She couldn't help but lock eyes with her medicine cat, Ghosting Breeze. He was looking suspiciously at Noistar. Did he suspect something? She wanted to get up and follow Ghosting Breeze, but quickly decided not to as Noistar spoke. Anyways, see you at the gathering. Yes, see you then, she purred. He shot a smile at her before strolling out of the camp. She watched as the ShadowClan leader left before turning her attention back to Maplecit. I was wondering where I should sleep. I don't have any parents. Leopardstar thought for a moment before speaking. The nursery. Hopefully a queen can care for you. Feel free to ask around. Follow me, she said, leading the kit towards the nursery. Here you go. You will be safe here, she said, watching as the kit darted into the nursery. Okay, thank you. Leopardstar smiled and nodded as she left the kit, letting them settle in, as she made her way over to the warrior's den, happy to see Colfer there. How is everything, Colfer? Everything is going well, Leopardstar, the deputy responded. Good. Tomorrow at night is our gathering. So make sure everyone's ready, okay? She asked. All right, Colfa responded, before Leopard picked up on a rogue scent. Turning around, she spotted a tuxedo cat wearing a purple collar, who seemed to be complaining.
Do these cats not have a leader? Sheesh, he said.
Leopardstar was about to tear into him verbally when two of her clanmates showed up with a kitty pet behind them. This cat didn't smell of the harshness of a barn, but more like the softness of a two-leg nest. She figured whatever this rude rogue wanted could wait, so she walked over to this kitty pet. "How may we help you?" she asked calmly. "Well, it's too dark to go get myself home safe. I was hoping to stay here tonight," the soft-spoken kitty pet asked. Leopardleer wouldn't be so quick to trust kitty pets usually, but this one, she just felt like she could trust them and realized that she also needed someone to watch over Maple Kit. "That's fine. In return, you must stay with Maple Kit in the nursery tonight." Colfer sent her a concerned look, but Leopardstar was still confident in her choice. "This little kit has lost their parent," she explained. "I'm Soup, by the way," she said with a soft gaze. "I'm happy to watch for the night." Leopardstar nodded, then looked over at Colfer. "Wonderful. Colfer, keep an eye on our guest tonight, please. This way, hopefully everyone could be happy." The kit was already so excited, purring and playing with Soup. "Tomorrow morning, you will join our clan or leave. Your choice," she said, as she turned around to finally confront the grumpy rogue who was still complaining.
"Are you the leader around here?"
the rogue asked. "Yes, and as you can see, a busy one," Leopardstar glared.
"Well, I have something that's pretty important. You see, I presume your cats have been on my territory."
The River Clan leader couldn't help but chuckle. Didn't think rogues had territory.
"Clan cat smell is all over my barn, and the camp by there said they had nothing to do with it."
The Tom cleared his throat, seeming to be holding back a growl. Leopardstar sighed. "I can assure you, River Clan stays far away from your barn. And I would not trust them if I were you," she said in reference to WindClan. The black and white cat rolled his eyes.
"I don't trust any of you wild vermin. I know what I smelled."
Leopardstar rolled her eyes, even more dramatic than him. "Is that all? I have important things to take care of." The rogue finally let out a puff.
"Fine, I'll see myself out,"
he said before pushing past her towards the exit. Ugh, she let out a sigh. Thankfully, things seemed to calm down for the most part, but tensions were still at an all-time high with some of the leaders bickering. But today was the day for the gathering, and hopefully all of this would be settled one way or another. Leopardstar leaps up onto the rock. "Any cat may come to 4 trees." She gave her deputy one solid nod as she leaped off the high rock and crossed the river, leading her clan to the 4 trees. She crossed the bridge and immediately began to smell all of the different clan scents. They were the last one there, but that was okay. Leopardstar liked to be fashionably late. She walked past all of the different cats as she made her way atop with all the other leaders, just as the scene fades to white. You now see a familiar cat sitting in front of you recognize as Littlesprout. Hi guys! So, I know we said we were going to do the gathering this episode, last episode, but when I tell you that this roleplay lasted like over 5 hours, like, I'm not kidding. I forgot that all this little stuff happened. So, like, if you're wondering why this is so long, it's because usually with my previous stories, there's been a lot of things that I've cut out, because when it comes to a 5-hour role play, you know, adding everything just takes a long time, as you're seeing. But this role play specifically, since it's like Leopard's big movie, and I really just loved every single interaction and role play, I'm including everything. So, don't worry. Definitely, you know, only a few more episodes left. I think 2. We'll see. We got the gathering, and then we got some stuff, the climax, if you will. I don't want to give anything away, but let me know what you think's gonna happen, because, like, I love hearing theories, and it's just interesting, because then you can, after watching it, go back and see what you thought. And anyway, let me stop rambling. If you liked this video, please feel free to subscribe. Maybe the full movie will be out. Probably not. I don't know when you're watching this, but okay. Let me go. I will see you guys all next time. Bye.